First law of learning is observation. Find yourself an adult person, decent, disciplined, level-headed, where you can learn. Gather experience from those who have gone ahead of you. Walk with them. Yes, you have your brain, but sometimes it is important to hear what those that are in front are saying about it. Compare your knowledge and your wisdom. Your day will come. Be patient. Learn from the mistakes of others. Young people, learn to maximize on your resources. The very things that you are begging from the front, they're usually at the back. If you can learn to look around you and maximize on your resources. What are your resources? You have time. What are your resources? You have talent. What you have treasure. What you still have lots of energy that you can spend. You spend your lives, clubs have been built, movie houses have been built. All these things are intended to help you waste your time. Remember this one principle, we don't make time, we spend it only. Time is God-given. And young people, if they can learn that the very things that they're begging for on the right hand, they're actually leaning on those same resources. So look behind you and see what is it that you're leaning on before you can ask us, what are you begging for? Don't walk through life with your eyes closed. Open up your eyes and look at situations that are around you. Identify people and diagnose them correctly. Learn to be an example. The community has permission to look at you. A city built on a hill cannot be hidden. Therefore, you must learn to live a transparent life. When people are looking at you, they must see you. Because where there is light, that's where there is visibility. A man standing in the dark can never be seen. That's why we throw our stones at trees that have fruits rather than trees that have nothing. So yes, people have permission. People have a right to look at you. And when they look at you, they have a right of formulating an opinion. Be honest of what you have. Do not overpromise. Do not over-expect. Don't walk around telling people things that you can achieve, things that you can accomplish, when you know you don't have capacity to achieve those things. Be truthful in your comment. One thing young people always try to do is try to show off that they have everything together. You talk about mathematics, they know. Talk about science, they know. Talk about movies, they know. Talk about music, they know. Talk fashion, they know. What is it that you don't know? Admit that you don't know some certain things. A man who can admit that he does not know, a woman who can admit that she does not know, is just started to learn. For learning comes from observation and listening. Find inside yourself substances that are incorruptible, that we can give away to the communities around you. There's none amongst us as young people who have been brought up into this life, who has been born with nothing in their hands. Look at what you have. That's what the community is looking for. Let every young person out there stand up from being a beggar. Stand up from smallness. Stand up from nothingness. Stand up from political paralysis. Stand up from this entitlement mentality. Stand up from this marginalized and stereotyped and career-driven sort of young people who are simply slaves on the economic market of this world. Arise and find out, what does God expect you to do in your life. Walk up from these gates of begging. May Africa also arise from this gate called beautiful, begging for donations from the West when we're actually sitting on our own resources here. Arise. May every young person find their legs, find their voice, and find their place.